On the last time, you guys busted me out of jail. That was cool. I hung out with my friend, Gruck Smashgood. We smashed some things good, but then he got smashed good. So we sent him to hang out with Viv. After that, some other things happened. I don't know. I was probably unconscious for most of it. Someone want to fill in some details here? I kind of forgot.
We
The
visited the
sky is
Tabaxi merchant.
falling!
Oh yeah, we walked around a lot. We saw the Tabaxi. Other people did. I was
You
more
got a
interested in...
fancy manta ray hood?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I had this really fancy napkin. Anyway, after that, we found our way out of the prison, and we wound up in this labyrinth. And we're about, I'm gonna say 25% of the way through it. Maybe. I don't know percents. And this jackass, I kick his Minotaur horn. He's I like how I'm doing this in character. Or like in real life. Like I'm telling it to you guys now, apparently.
Turns out Skitter just has terrible memory issues.
Yes?
And you guys are like just keeping him appraised of the situation at all times.
Ellerin, we killed this guy.
The audience is just actually here, but in VR.
We killed Crash.
Yeah, you did. Though, Dres did help. I mean...
I told a Minotaur to stop hitting himself, and then he died.
That was a good call.
But doesn't this guy have a brother?
Well, I mean,
we know that?
probably. He's probably in the other part of the labyrinth. So, that's a problem for future us to deal with.
Oh yeah, I think we knew that.
Yeah, we knew that. There was Crash. There was Crash and Dash.
Crash and
Smash.
the boys.
Crash and Smash, maybe? I think that's
It
what
was
their names
Dash.
are. Dash?
I know Dash.
No, it's Crash and Tiny, obviously.
No.
It's Crash and Smash.
What? I thought it was
Think-
Dash because he could run faster.
No. That's Crash you're thinking about. He runs fast, he doesn't stop fast.
Oh. Clearly. As evidenced by this wall over here. With a bunch of Crash bits jammed into the cracks.
When
I
we're done
pull
with
out,
them,
like, a
we'll
little bit
rename
of
them Crash and Burn.
I pull out a little bit of Crash tooth from the cracks. And then, like, flick it off.
Alright, so which way do you guys want to go? Left or right?
From what
You
perspective?
mean left or up?
Who's left?
Okay.
Who's on first?
So I am standing at a fork. So there's the way that the Minotaur came, and then there's the way that Dredz is standing in.
Either or. Let's do Dress Path.
We are statistically less likely to see him over here.
Wasn't there a
Okay.
turn order that we needed to do this
Yeah.
in?
Guess who doesn't
there
remember
was.
that?
Yeah, let's scroll all the way up.
Yep.
Initiative.
you
I
didn't
know,
write it
I
down?
was probably
No.
third or fourth.
Oh.
Okay, Greg was 18, Alarin was 1,
Yeah.
Drez was 8, and Skitter was 9, so like 14. Okay, so it goes Greg
Okay,
first.
but I moved
the last
out here
action
and
was
triggered,
Laren.
Crash to come running towards us, so...
According
Does
to our
that
turn
count,
order, the
or-
last action was Alarin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it
Okay,
would be
so it
Greg's
rolls
turn
over to
again.
Greg's turn. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Why was he counting?
So don't get lost.
Just imagining, like,
I can't
counting
ask
steps
questions.
and then stopping, like, almost forcing yourself to walk D&D style. It's just like, okay, I've used
then
up
you
all
just
my speed for this
stand
round.
in
Give me a
place and just-
second.
I
You
just
look
turn
back.
around and look at everyone else expectantly. Like, come on. You gotta move now.
No fair, it was my turn.
There have definitely
Alright,
been
line of sight.
instances.
Do I see things?
Oh, yeah. You would
He
see
says to
things
himself,
around that corner.
like a
I'm
lunatic.
talking to God, okay?
I need to
Okay.
stop asking questions. None of
Line
them
of
ever
sight,
result in
working on
answers.
Unfortunately, today has turned into Q&A time for for my stream, and it's just like, please, this is D&D time.
Just ignore them.
Yeah.
That's what I
Well,
do.
no, it's when it's just like, hey, have you done this? Hey, have you done this? Hey, have you done this? And eventually you're just like, just please stop. Oh, and give me a second.
What have you done?
There you go. Okay, so you can see not much of anything. Okay, dress.
Sweet. YOLO. That's a wall.
That is
Okay.
not within your walking distance, is it?
Technically, you can make a double move action.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, you're right.
Where was I starting? Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, so
There we go.
as you go running by, you see quite a lot of things here. I'm just gonna start revealing. So you got to see this area, so I'll just reveal.
Have you ever
it.
seen how fast lizards move?
They don't do anything until they suddenly are gone.
So you spotted a goblin. Make a Actually, I'll just have it make a perception check as you were not moving silently.
But I got
Yeah, it noticed
Jordans.
you. Okay. So it...
But my Jordans.
Have you ever heard a basketball game ever? They're loud as shit.
Okay, so a goblin
The constant
sprints up
squeak.
behind you. 2 goblins are sprinting up behind you. They have...
I propose that every time Keith does a double move action, he has to make squeaky noises.
Yeah.
Vroom.
Those are car noises. Cars don't squeak. Get your
I'm a
shit
lizard
together.
man. I don't know these things. I don't know your basketball or your fourth wall.
Were you aware you were going 60 miles an hour in an era in which cars do not exist? That's a plague of grapes. That's a plague of grapes. I didn't make that joke.
I was pretty sure that you stole that joke, but I couldn't think of where.
It's a damn good. Anyway.
It's a really good joke.
Skitter. Go.
Yeah. It's your
Well, now
turn.
they're surrounded, so that was a
No,
bad
it's not.
idea.
It's Lauren's turn.
Wait, but I got a
Oh.
1.
Yeah, that means you're last in the turn order.
Oh, right. DM special. I mean, Skitter special.
I suppose because Skitter isn't officially a party member? Is that what you're implying?
Well, no. No,
Yeah, I thought you were
the-
about to say that
the
Skitter's not a
turn, the
fish.
turn order right now is Greg, Skitter, Drez,
Wait, what
Lauren.
does Skitter do?
He moved.
Oh, he did move.
Oh,
Yeah,
just around
that's
the
true,
corner.
'cause he was-
Yeah.
You just couldn't
'cause
tell because he's a ninja.
You guys hadn't moved yet, and he didn't want to like go ahead because that's not what he does.
That's also how he dies, so.
Yeah.
Even though he's a
Skits.
ninja.
Well, he is also full. I think he was full health.
Eh.
I think of all of you guys, he's the one that generally gets wounded the least.
That's because
He
he's
is basically invisible.
invisible.
He's becoming the T3000 of this campaign.
Speaking of invisible, I actually have summon stealth expertise. Would I be able to stealth behind the goblins?
You'd move at half speed. Well, I mean, you could move at full speed. I don't know. You get a penalty if you're going quick. I think. I don't remember. But you could, but like, you're in the middle of combat. They saw you as they went by. They're just going for Drez.
I wasn't there when they went by, though. It was just Greg.
Well, they saw Greg, so they know there's somebody coming from that
Okay,
direction.
fine. No,
You
sir.
can
And they've
maybe
chosen
do it.
poorly as to how to react to it, which is not at all, apparently.
Well, they did double move actions to get to you. And you can't, like, stop in the middle of that. I don't know. Rules are dumb. Anyway, you could try and do a move silently. Like, you can try.
Or you could scream at them because you're a vocal character.
Also that.
That's true. I mean, if now because I moved as many squares as I believe I could.
I'm just imagining a stealth bard. It's like, I cross-specialized in quiet and loud. Like alternative rock.
Aren't bards usually sneak? Anyway.
I will mock the closest goblin to me with vicious mockery. So it has to succeed on a wisdom save, and if not, then it gets a die 4 of psychic damage and disadvantage on its next attack roll.
I'll be honest, this is literally the first time I've ever encountered a bard in any sort of non-joke context. They're the obvious parody class when people write, like, joke RPG things, but I've
I
never seen them in an
know.
actual mechanic-driven thing or experienced them firsthand. So this is new.
Okay, he does not succeed.
All right. Hey, you there, Green Munchkin, get your keister back here. And
That was the most
Wait,
adorable
that was a-
insult I've ever heard.
I rolled it. Where did it go? 1 die 4? Come on. Why isn't it rolling?
Green Munchkin.
Oh, it is rolling.
cute.
I just had gone up. Okay. So it was a 3. It was technically a 3.
Like, these insults brought to you by Dora the Explorer.
Sorry. I hadn't scrolled down. So he takes 3 damage?
There we go. Okay, he takes 3.
All right. Their turns?
Let's see. Nope, it's yours.
All right. Leave my best friend alone. Wait, second best friend after Skitter.
Yay.
Third best friend after Alarin.
What?
Let's go. 2, 3, 4. Time to smash.
Okay. Are you smashing? Did you lose your rolls?
I'm literally his least friend.
Ah!
Okay, you destroy him.
God damn, his minimum rolls are higher than my maximum rolls.
Yeah!
That may or may not have been why I was like, oh, flame bracers, I'm giving these to Keith. Originally, they were just supposed to let you cast Control Flame again. I'm like, that's stupid. Just give him a buff. Okay. So you are... That's your turn. Okay, Skitter is probably going to do the same. Actually,
reach
can Skitter
nobody.
even make it? 1,
No,
2,
even on a double move.
3, 4, 5. He can sort of make it. Yeah.
He's like a magic thief, but he doesn't have blink from Dishonored. He can just warp straight to his enemy. Shadow Strike.
Let's see.
Did the bull have a weapon?
Yeah, it had a big ol' axe.
Did anyone actually look at it?
It's bigger than you, so
No way was I gonna pick that
maybe-
thing up.
Did the person who uses giant weapons look at it?
Pardon me?
Did you look at the bull's weapon?
No, I didn't even. I
it
didn't
would be
even recognize that he
problematically.
dropped one.
It would be
but-
problematically large. I don't think he ever
Well, of
actually got
course he
to
would use
attack
it
any of
then.
you guys. He more or less showed up, and then you just like destroyed him against a wall.
Well, he fell flat on his rump because of
Oh,
the
yeah, the
tremors.
earthquake.
Oh, the earthquakes. Oh, so he did.
It would be a bad It being a bad idea to use the weapon is not the same thing as saying Greg would not use the weapon, though.
Greg's not stupid. He's just
Yeah.
he's just a free
little-
spirit.
A little touched.
Greg
Up there.
His
He's been
brain
touched
is a
by a
free
lot of things
spirit
over the
from
course
reality.
of this campaign.
Greg is about as smart as a smart. That's fine. He's about as smart as a bugbear can be. I'm giving him a fairly liberal.
Racist.
Yeah, I'm just saying. A bugbear 16 is like a human 10. You know.
Because he has like above 10 on everything, despite being an idiot.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, okay. I mean, I don't like playing super OP characters. I always like to give them really weird weaknesses.
I usually
No.
do buy point systems, so I thought this was interesting that he was just doing the rolls.
I always
Maybe.
do the rolls, so this was just a surprise to me. It's like,
All right.
Interesting things are
Everything's
happening to the
dead,
shadows
right?
behind us.
I'm trying to I'm trying to keep the vision proper. You guys don't have line of sight. I wish this did like Fog of War. Okay.
Oh, he's going that way?
As you crest the corner, you hear do you remember how much you owed Smash?
Session
It was,
crash.
it was
One vertebrae.
It was 1,000.
Okay, because I know for Crash it was 5,000.
Oh, I don't think we've ever officially established it. We can say that he owes. It's 10,000.
10,000 between the two. Yeah.
Okay.
No, 15,000 between the two.
Oh, 10,000 to smash. Okay, I gotcha.
Smash is a loaded well, I mean, he was.
Greg! 10,000! 10,000 gold pieces.
I told you I'd be good for it. Just not at the moment. I got my
That
bank
was
account
like
tied up in a fish.
5 years ago.
Yeah, and what have you done for me lately?
Oh, I'm gonna kill you. So, does that count?
No?
Counts for me. And he is going to charge you.
The worst trash talk. It's great.
A real meeting of the minds.
And he
there.
misses. He completely misses.
So their dialogue is like, no, you.
Do you expect anything less? Oh, God. Even stereotypical dumb barbarians aren't as dumb as these characters.
Yeah, I was going to say, Skitter, I know that you were saying that goblins didn't survive so long, but how in the world did your leaders do so? Like,
I mean, mostly they just squish people. It's kind of hard to argue with squishing.
yeah, but what about the squishing amongst themselves?
Oh, God.
I mean, have you seen how fast orcs and ogres breed?
Death by Snoo Snoo.
I haven't, but I heard it's legendary.
Well, then where are their women?
Crash was a woman. I think.
What?
No, wait, maybe not. Maybe it was,
Smash.
No. No, sorry, both of the Minotaurs are male twins. What was the ogre? The one that was not verbal?
Oh, Clugging.
yeah.
Clug and Krug.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Clug was, I think, female. Let's go with that.
What?
That makes Clug like the first female character we've encountered.
I mean, you've definitely killed, like, female goblins. I've just never bothered to, like,
Yeah, okay.
gender them.
All right, come on.
Yeah, it's your
Somebody-
fault for defaulting to
Drez's
thinking
turn.
they're male.
Okay,
God.
actually, it's Skitter's turn. We were in dialogue.
Okay.
Mid-combat.
Approximately.
So Skitter is going to hide, fail at it miserably, and then sneak around and stab him anyway, because sneak attacks are bullshit. Yes. Okay. Drez, now it's your turn. Your friends have, you can't see them, but you hear a lot of noisy noise.
What's over here?
Alright, so as you crest the corner, you
Oh
see...
no, you took the dumb way.
You can do it.
There we go.
Draw them polygons. So it just dead ends like that?
No, you just can't see more than that.
No, north.
Oh, you can kind of see like that.
No, I mean,
Like
does
goes-
north dead end?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
he means directly
Directly
north.
north.
It becomes
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've
little
been
curve.
skirting the edge of the arena this whole time.
Do I see Clunge now? What's his name?
What? Gorlar?
No, the
Clunge?
Minotaur.
Oh, yeah, you can
Smash.
very much see Smash.
Oh.
Clutch.
Does he
Clunge.
smash? Does he smash
Clunge
good?
sounds like like an onomatopoeia for when
Uh,
you drop something in the toilet. It's really heavy and metallic.
I swear I've heard the...
Clunk.
I'm gonna look this up. I swear Clunge is something I've heard
I'm
before.
pretty sure that at least Gavin uses it in reference to vagina.
Clunge. Yeah.
Those sounds.
Yeah. Gavin is not incorrect on that one. Let's not name our Minotaur Clunge. How about?
Let's name-
Oh.
Let's
Okay.
name them all that posthumously.
Neat.
Well,
Look.
the best I can do is like, oh shit, and move slightly closer. And that's
Okay.
my turn.
Alarin?
Okay. I'm going to come around the corner, and I will use Cutting Words, which is a bardic inspiration skill. of a different caliber than the ones I used to sing to you. Essentially, it pretty much debuffs them a die 6 from their next roll. So, fun stuff. And I'm going to say, hey you! I've seen milk cows do more damage with their rear ends.
Ooh.
Ouch. Okay.
I mean, milk cows breathe fire.
Yeah.
That's true.
Right,
You gotta
but
remember these
I
details.
keep forgetting our damn lore.
it's the flaming flatulence.
The bulls are the weak ones within cow
Also,
culture.
for Clunge, you know you're in trouble when you Google a word and the first result is the Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Between all of you guys.
Yeah,
can
comparing
see,
people to cows is not a very good insult in this universe we've established.
No. That. In fact, okay. So what does he have to do? What does that do to him?
So just 1 die 6 is subtracted from their next roll.
Okay. Okay. Greg, it's your turn.
Hang on. All right. I'll give
He's with
you
the rabbits now.
10,000. I mean, not literally. In fact, I'm actually just gonna hit you with an axe.
Yep.
Those were words.
Dimitri is better at trash talking than Greg is.
You technically spoke common.
Okay. So he is going to actually.
Common.
So he, staring at you, just like shoots his leg backwards and clips Skitter with a hoof.
Oh no!
Yes. I mean, no. He's my
Skitter
favorite.
explodes.
Skitter kind of goes like
Oh,
knocks around the corner. I guess he'd be like over here.
How do you knock around a corner?
He'd like spin around it. Anyway, he goes flying backwards and like hits this corner.
and went around the
Skitter, no!
anime move.
Nope, he is not nearly that anime. He is mostly just actually fairly healthy regardless. He's got like 30-something hit points.
Hey,
What?
he has more health than I do.
me too.
Well, like baseline 30, he's down to 21-ish.
Is
23.
the druid named Vivi because of Vivarium?
Oh, you mean the necromancer?
He has
Yeah.
3 more health than I do.
Is she named
Yeah.
Vivi like a Vivarian, as in like an artificial, like natural preserve, because she preserves naturally these undead creatures?
I mean, there's also
Or
like
or is she just named Vivi because you picked a
Hey,
name?
hey,
To
let's focus up
vivify.
and kill the Minotaur. Then we can go to www.behindthename.com.
BehindTheLich.com.
I just had it occur to me, and I'm like, wait a minute, was this a really clever name on purpose or accident?
It was on purpose. Okay. So it is Drez's turn.
As it should be.
My recommendation: Thorn Whip, so Greg has to wrestle.
Don't
actually do
Greg
that.
has to wrestle.
just pulling the
Yeah,
Minotaur
just
into Greg.
Force them to get closer. Sorry, I shouldn't say like stuff like that. I was just like, I wonder what would happen if he Thorn Whipped over Greg, just in case we ever have to do that someday.
I could have Gregged all
That
night.
would probably be the worst idea.
Yeah, it would be bad.
Let's see. Oh no, that would be a bad idea. I was gonna mix things up, but mixing things up would be a
No,
less
don't do that.
effective spell. I was gonna go poison spray, but obviously a Minotaur would specialize in Constitution saves.
Yes.
It's like the whole point. Otherwise, why bother? Alright, I'm gonna line myself up. And I'm going to cast Produce Flame and throw it in his dumb face hole. In the face. Oh boy. Those were
Oh,
rolls.
Yep.
crap.
Now,
Oh,
did
you
you
did
remember to
rolls.
subtract 6 from the Minotaur's roll earlier?
Oh, to hit Skitter. No, I did not. It was a D6, right?
Yeah. Because I'm wondering if he would have even hit Skitter.
Shit, what did he roll?
15?
15.
No, that's still more than enough to hit Skitter.
Oh,
Like-
okay.
Hoofs are
he has he has a plus he has a high plus to hit, so the -4 does
Perhaps
not
I
actually
better
take
use
him
that
that much.
skill for, like, damage rolls instead.
Well, oh yeah, that wow, you could do that. That's ridiculous.
Maybe?
Well,
It's
the bull.
considered a react.
The bull is on fire.
Okay.
Too late now. Okay. Anyway, so the bull.
How
yep,
do
the
you like
bull-
your steak?
Bull is on fire.
Well done, Drez. Well done.
Oh.
What?
That was the best worst joke from Shell so far. And I don't know if it was entirely on purpose.
What? I was just thinking about how well you could cook steak.
That was like
Okay.
bird tier.
Okay.
Okay.
What has occurred?
And Alarin, it's yours. Skitter's hucking daggers. He's not going to stand behind the Minotaur anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna use my extendo rapier.
Okay.
Now, does that subtract a number because I'm attacking from a square away?
Yeah. So it's 1d6 damage.
Really?
Yes.
It would take off that much?
Yes.
I might as well step forward one and just do the full damage. Alright. What?
Well,
How's that even possible?
Whoa.
Wow.
You rolled
Wow.
1 twice.
your rapier is dry. You need to find
That's
some water to
amazing.
recharge it.
Oof.
That is amazing that you rolled a 1 on both your on your damage and your hit.
You can always
That-
punch him with your hilt.
That's
That can also
incredible. You're giving them the water rapier pistol whip.
Yeah. Okay. Greg, it's your turn.
Well, I have a receipt from a previous transaction, and how about a return, but with the
Man, even the follow through is terrible.
That attack was as ineffectual as that sentence.
Okay. He is going to lose interest, turn around, and he's just going to go
Oh, no.
try and maul Skitter.
No,
But I
no.
burned
And
him
He misses.
with fire. Who knew that flame could be such a retardant
Actually, does he
or a
miss?
deterrent?
That was terrible,
I didn't mean to say retardant at all. That was the wrong word.
but it's also appropriate and also hilarious.
Oh. Okay, he's not actually nearly as good at hitting things as I thought he did.
Although my flame may have been water rapier retardant.
Well,
Mm.
okay. Shell, it's your turn.
Okay.
Actually, no. It would be,
Oh, well,
Wait, I'm looping around. It's Skitter's turn, then Drez's turn.
Right.
Sorry. I'm always used to enemies going after you guys, but then you rolled natural. I'm confused.
yeah.
Anyways.
If only there was like a list.
Well, there's a list. I just don't know how to do initiative rolls for NPCs. And the fact that Shell's still at the 15 is confusing. Okay. So, Skitter misses completely. Now it's Drez's turn. Then Alarn. There we go. I'm not on top of combat right now. My brain is like 2 zones from here because I was designing it. And now I'm like, shit, what was going to happen
Now
back
it's
in the
real.
arena? Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Ah,
Oh, this could be fun. 1, 2, 3, 4.
are you going to try and string him up over the wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thorn whip.
Okay. You hit. You're going to have to make a strength check to maintain this. It's not all spell at this point.
No, I'm not stringing him up over the wall. I'm hitting him against the wall again like the other one.
Oh, okay.
I'm just doing the same trick again.
No, that's just automatic, the moving him.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll an extra d6. Just in general, if you're hitting him against something, unless it's like something extra sharp, just add another d6 to whatever you're hitting them against.
Okay.
Seeing as they can't even resist. Which is maybe bullshit? Probably not. I don't know.
I think the Smasher know a lot about bullshit. All right. I extend a high five to Alarin.
I smack it with my awl, but it will probably hurt me more.
Yeah, there's no mention of a resistance. I think you can only resist Thorn Whip by being larger than large.
Yeah, and he is just large. Well, okay.
You gotta get huge.
Yeah,
I
Alarin.
won't be able to use this against, like, Ares or something.
No.
Okay. Let's see what I can do. I will crush one of the mana crystals that I have. I think it may even be one of my last ones. Let me see.
You had 5. You've used...
Well, I know that I've used a couple. Yeah, I have one more mana crystal left after this. And I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers on it. And it has to make a wisdom savings throw. On a fail save, it's the
It fails.
3d6.
Oh
Woohoo!
wait, Wander, they can resist the whip because it's an AC check.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well,
it could
that's
just
more
fail.
of like you hitting. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I'm just thinking of like a smaller guy dragging a larger guy. Makes less sense,
Yeah.
but...
Okay.
I'm just imagining what happens in a critical scenario, like would his horns get embedded in the wall?
Sure. Why not?
So that's 11 damage.
Somebody was getting really angry at me because I used, like, extreme critical success and critical failure, and it's like, that ruins the game, and I'm like, no, it makes the game
No,
more
they're
fun.
awesome. Yeah, don't change that. I love that.
That's how Dres...
Everyone knows the most important part about D&D is the mechanics.
There's actually a
Not the
really
story.
good... there's actually a really good, like, Gary Gygax biography comic out. I think I mentioned this. I don't know, it's good. Shout out to that. Go read it. He took damage. It's Greg's turn.
Oh. So about that last one, oh, you're not even here anymore. Yeah. So as I was saying,
Yep. You get him. Okay. Now he doesn't like you. And he hits. How much damage did he do?
At this rate, his death's going to be symmetrical.
Man, I really wish I knew. Okay. I really wish I knew. I've got a... Oh. I forgot how much damage
Oh.
this guy does. Okay, well.
Is
You
he
are
scary?
out cold again.
Oh no!
Greg. Alright, so that puts me at negative.
Negative
Wow.
12? You're not
13.
dead. Negative 15.
13.
Oh, 13. You're out cold and bleeding.
Oh no! And I only have one healing potion left. And one mana crystal.
The rate at which this keeps happening.
I had this stomp. I know what stomp damage does because it's just a die 8 plus strength. Because that I used to
Then you
have
didn't
played
realize his
Minotaur.
strength was 29.
Well, I didn't actually. I've never had an NPC like Minotaur in combat before. Just my own player character who's decidedly weaker than this. And so I like looked over at its great axe attack, and it's like it does 2 die 12 plus 6 damage, and I'm like, what? That is, yeah, that.
How many
Yeesh.
concussions does it take to get the center of a bugbear psyche?
Heaps.
1, 2, 3.
Jesus. All right. Anyway.
Count to 102 voices.
Skitter is going to completely miss. Drez, good luck.
Well, I don't want to go over there.
He's looking really bad though. Like he is bleeding from a lot of places. He
Which
is.
is why we're going to repeat.
Oh, come on, man. You are one trick pony.
He's still there. Maybe it'll
You're gonna
break the
listen
wall
to the
down.
unconscious dude. Shit.
Well-
you.
Once more, you smash like crash into the wall, and he dies.
Yay!
He had
History repeats in the
1
same
H-
hallway with the same
had 1
thing, but
HP.
He had
slightly
1
different color.
HP. His
Oh
like
my God.
last.
You should have described him as like staggering in place and
I mean, I
frothing at the
could.
mouth.
I should have. I said he was bleeding all over and like, you know,
No, you have to
heaving.
make it visual and dynamic.
Well,
So really, it's Bird's fault that he got knocked out. You should
not-
roll one more.
yeah, really could have. Anyway, so you have a dying Greg and 2 dead Minotaurs embedded into the walls.
Okay. I'm going to extract the last healing potion from my pouch and offer it to Greg. Well, I suppose use it on Greg? It's,
Yeah, you can't really offer it to him. He is not in the position
so
to use it.
it's the 2d4 plus 2, right? D4.
Yep.
Okay. Please.
Okay. Well, one way or another, that stabilizes him, but he is...
He's still in the negative?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
sort of. So the way it works in 5e is he's not going to die on you, but he is, like, out cold for a while.
These poor labyrinth walls.
Yeah, they look pretty cracked. Their Minotaur horns are just, like, embedded in. The bodies are just kind of hanging awkwardly.
Do any of
Remember,
you
this
have
has got
another
Dark
healing
Souls
potion
physics,
for
so the
him?
corpses have no weight or, like... So they're kind of sailing in the wind a little bit.
I mean, with the size and quantity of corpses around here, I'm just imagining your average Doom level at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, okay, sorry.
What? What sounds happening?
I
for?
just remembered. There's a thing that'll happen later, and it'll be
great.
amazing.
Dress,
Great.
Spitter, do either of you have any healing potions? We need to help Greg.
I got one. He is going to just whiz it at Greg. Okay.
Hey, that puts me at 0.
Okay.
Dress?
So, Keith,
What's
I
up?
never told you what was in the rest of the assassin's bag, but you've actually got like 5 health potions in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's worth a mention.
Yeah. I keep forgetting to like sit down and like write down everything, but he has like I think about 30,000 gold in there, and like
What?
he's a level 10 assassin. He's like rich as shit and well
We
geared,
could have just
except
paid
for
off Smash.
You could have mentioned that before we went to the store where we were choosing to buy things.
Yeah.
I secretly had money.
I had forgotten. You didn't seem interested in anything anyway.
I don't know what there is to be interested in.
I've also never looked into the satchel that I retrieved off the corpse of the squid cephalopod mage.
You guys should bug me about that off screen because I'm
Okay.
not gonna remember. I've got too much
I
else
stand
to
at
work
Greg and raise an eyebrow, holding 2 healing potions, and just sort of drop them.
on. Okay. Okay, Greg, you're feeling really good.
Gee, that is nice. I'm still
But
unconscious though, right? Even if I get
No,
hit,
you're
or-
back up. You're awake.
Oh right, player characters are tough.
Yeah,
right?
main character syndrome. Brain damage doesn't matter. That's more of a roleplay thing than an enforced mechanism that I'm throwing
All
for
right,
this.
I'm back, baby.
I gave the glove, boots, utility belt, and stuff to
Skitter.
Actually,
Yeah.
Skitter, right?
Yeah, you gave his like wearables to Skitter.
wait a minute, you're no longer speaking with an accent?
I mean, he's been doing the
we'll fix
flip flop
him.
this entire time.
To me, you have accent. I sound perfectly normal.
Okay.
I thought you were in Greg mode.
I don't.
At least be consistently inconsistent with this man.
No.
That's right, Skitter. That's right.
1, 2, 3,
Are we telling him how to be mentally ill now?
4, 5.
I mean, we can try.
6.
It's
I
not
take double
working.
action of move.
I didn't realize that we
1,
were
2,
like the
3,
type to be like
4.
sane-splaining.
5.
I mean-
This is roughly area that I can be in.
Okay, you are in an empty little room. It's nice. There's actually roof over your head.
This room reminds me of Soul.
What? Like your soul?
Yes. Greg is
Or like-
very emo now.
I couldn't tell if we were breaking like walls still
Shut up.
and talking about Korea.
Play game.
We can't hear his voice anyway.
10. Hi. I should probably be back here, actually.
Oh, how have you been, man? Good
Okay.
to see you.
Doing good. He's got like a hoof print in his like armor.
Dong.
I I know I moved out of turn, but I suppose Drez can go where he wants to.
Yes, Drez, it is your move.
Boing.
Okay.
I see you around the corner.
So it's
We're
actually
scouting.
pretty empty. It's pretty quiet in the maze.
We did
Okay.
kill like several living creatures here already.
You have destroyed. There are a lot of corpses. There were some goblins in the very beginning that I guess I deleted from the map.
And do we have an audience?
No, actually, the stands are completely empty.
So it's
Dude,
really
that's
just Gorlar.
weird.
The stands have been empty since your first arena battle, Greg. That one you actually
Wow.
had an audience for. This time
Yeah,
around,
this
it was
is just
Gorlar.
Gorlar's fetish.
Wow.
Yeah, this
Gorlar
is
very mentally ill men.
this was, I guess, Gorlar and Smash and Crash's like little vendetta bout. You don't know what happened to the rest of them. You haven't seen or heard of them in quite some time.
Well, now that
And
the
to be fair
both
about their plan, they would have kicked Greg's ass apparently.
Yes.
But now that the Minotaurs are defeated, is there an exit out of this maze? Do you know, Skitter?
No. I haven't been here. We could try the other exit. They had to have come in from somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Probably the opposite end from which we came.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep revealing things now that I realize you guys can see a little bit more. Seems kind
Draw
of
them
reasonable.
squares. Draw them.
Maybe at some point I will put in the money and get the line of sight set up for this. Because that
I mean,
would probably
basic
save some
architecture
effort.
says come in one side, go out the other side.
But on the other hand, we have friend. We need to find him. He has big beard. He is like Sinterklaas.
Oh yeah, Rune Splinter.
Yes, Splinter of Rune. We should find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We've already helped him. How much has he helped us?
Very little.
Yeah, for such a renowned monster hunter, I'm surprised at his taciturn behavior. Then again, I suppose when the only company you keep are the monsters you slay, suppose there's not much talking to be had.
What does Greg see?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm distracted by things slightly off camera.
That means
Okay,
he's moving
you don't
things
see
behind the scenes.
I am.
Yep.
Part of it is like I don't want to show my hand to you guys, and I also definitely don't want to show too much of my hand to my audience. Okay, so you don't see anything apart from there's a doorway on your left, like one of the standard archways. Oh,
Whose turn is it now?
it would be yours.
Yep.
Didn't I just move? Oh, did Greg move again?
Yeah, Greg moved, Skitter moved. I'm just bopping in space. Doo-doo-doo. Until my turn comes around.
Well, we're gonna keep poking around.
Okay, you see.
At this point, for the audio listeners, I'm proceeding north.
Yeah.
The opposite direction from where we came in.
Okay.
And maybe no one else is. Greg and Skitter are continuing towards some central enclosed location, which is maybe the opposite of how you escape a place.
I am not as good at room of escape as you are.
Yes, you are. We just did one.
Okay.
Oh wait, that was the opera singer, not the weird Russian voice.
Shell, it's your turn.
Okay, I'll go this way. Dress shouldn't go alone.
Okay.
Greg has Skitter, so he'll be fine.
1, 2,
So Skitter will be fine.
4.
however, which way you want to interpret it. Yeah.
Greg could very much die still.
Okay. So Greg, you enter into a small chamber,
God damn it.
much like the one you were in previously. In this room are two scared as shit looking goblins, and they look at you like really shakily, and one of them like kind of extends like a thin goblin-y finger, and it's like shaking really badly, and he like puts it over his lips, and he's just staring at you.
You can recruit more Skitters.
There is only room in one. Only one.
You can name them Skitter, Scooter, and Skeeter.
Those are my cousins. They already exist. It's okay. I have a lot of cousins. There's room for more, I guess.
Are these still your cousins? Is that what you say?
I mean, these guys aren't my cousins. Well, they could be.
Cool?
I have a big family. I don't know. Most goblins are jerks.
Hey, are you guys cool?
They like nod furiously.
Well, I mean, according to them, they seem pretty cool. So, what do you think, Skip? Do we smash or no smash? You tell me.
I mean, are they even worth smash?
Now you're just gonna hurt their self-esteem. Do we recruit new party members by negging?
I mean, you did it to Skitter, sort of. It's
Hey,
kind of like a roller coaster of emotions for him.
I gave
Alright.
a lofty speech about how it was all a severe
Yes.
misunderstanding, and
And she got like a 20 on it, and he became our friend, if I remember. Anyway. Do you promise to not do drugs and to stay in school?
They are so confused. They're like whispering to each other. I guess actually being a goblinoid, you know exactly what they're saying, which is like, "What's a school?"
I stare at them, getting slightly more ticked.
"What's drugs?"
Oh no, what have you done?
Goblins may not have the disposable income to spend on illicit materials or education.
Bad guy Greg is introducing the youth to drugs.
You know how Dare works? Greg is the
With a
bad guy
bugbear.
from those. Just don't tell Gorlar we're in here. We helped set up the walls and then we hid here and hopefully he won't find us. Don't kill us, please.
Oh, you don't like Gorlar too?
He beats everyone. No one likes
Yeah.
Gorlar. Everybody's just scared of him.
Big. You should try being big sometime. Anyway,
You're just
you can
like
work on the Twitter.
bleeding profusely still, just staring down at them.
I spit out a tooth.
Why is not everyone bugbear like me?
Look, just leave us here, and we won't do anything. Just leave us alone, and don't tell Gorlar if you see him.
Alright, that being said, I am Paladin, and you're a bad guy. So,
Are they?
alright, Skitter, I won't commit genocide against your people in front of you. Stay in school,
now?
kiddos. Alright, that's the end of my turn. My long double movement action.
Your 3-second turn.
6. Drez. Oh no, Skitter's not going to do anything yet.
I'm glad that we learned to draw the line to genocide here. After killing like 30 of them.
Okay,
They
Drez,
attack first.
We've
your
already
turn.
killed the entire classroom. That it was Drez's turn?
Yes.
Well, only one way to know. Oh.
So you turn the corner, and Gorlar's there.
So how does Gorlar look up close?
Okay, so Gorlar is couple of details. One, Gorlar is huge. He is possibly larger than your standard ogre. But he's got like some very definitive orcish features in there. He is covered in blue tattoos, and he's got blonde hair and a mohawk and stuff. And he has a big ol' axe in one arm. His other arm is missing, and there is a bloody stump.
Ooh.
Oh, but it must be
And
fresh.
it's fairly recent. There's a lot of other blood and like damage on him, but he doesn't look terribly perturbed, and in fact he looks pretty happy to see you. Well, actually, he looks a little bit disappointed. In reality, who's hoping it would be Greg to turn the corner.
I really
or one
wish
of
I
his
had level 2
Minotaurs.
spells right now.
Anyway, so you have a You have an half orc, half ogre minotaur. There's no minotaur in there. Warlord smiling
We
at
should
you.
just call him an org.
He's
Yeah,
only
okay,
an honorary
fine.
Minotaur.
He's an org. An org is smiling at you. An
He
org
became an
warlord.
honorary Minotaur at Mini-U.
Yeah. Well, his honorary degree is in smashing, crashing, and
Good lord.
I mean, not clunging. He's not good at that.
Come on.
Bad direction, bad direction.
You like sprint. Yeah, I guess you could actually make
Wait,
that.
what's
You just
going
took
on,
the
Drez?
like direct
I
line.
really wish that I had thorns to use right now. This would be
Okay.
a fantastic time to have that. Gorlar's here.
Gorlar? But is he standing in front of the entrance? Or exit,
Oh
I
yeah,
should say?
that's one thing I forgot to mention. The gate behind him is completely open.
So Skitter's gonna get out alive.
I mean, I
guess now it's a test of how good Greg's hearing is.
Is it my
Gorlar's
turn to
name has
move?
been spoken by multiple people.
Is it my turn to move?
No, it's
no.
Drez.
Probably Alana.
It's just
Yeah.
Drez mentioned Gorlar is here, not quietly.
well, he went around the corner, so
Yeah, I've
technically
moved
it's
twice already.
my turn.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, I think I have like one more mana crystal left probably. Yeah. I do have enough to use a second level spell, but it was either going to be shatter to, well, shatter someone or invisibility. Yes. I see.
It kind of looks like it says BAP.
I thought it said dad for one moment, and I'm like,
BAP
I picture that
here.
in a neon sign that just is like beep, beep, beep.
I'm gonna rush around here. Guys, Gorlar's standing in front of the entrance.
You say that and the two goblins just disappear. They're like, "Woof."
Oh,
They book it.
okay.
Are they standing in front of the entrance? Well, that's good. We're heading towards exit, so all I need to do is go towards exit.
No. I mean, like the other entrance, the
two,
entrance
three,
that we're going towards.
4, 5.
The exit. He's standing in front of the exit.
Exit? But you said entrance.
Well, it can be used both ways. Therefore, I don't know.
I'm just
The
going to
way that-
reveal the whole maze at this
The way
point.
that we're going towards.
It's a vomitorium. Get the terminology right.
Well, what is exit?
It's just to your left, straight through. Actually, from this vantage, you might even be able to see him.
Oh. Well, that's as far as I'm moving. So,
But-
well,
Isn't this
So-
the moment that you've anticipated your entire years of wandering? You've wanted vengeance on Gorlar for sending you on that suicide mission.
yes. Oh yeah. Let's kick his ass.
You needed me
I
to...
take a double move action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
what?
6.
You realize you just sent him off to his death, right?
No, I
She
just...
is
Like he-
inspiration.
He is going to die.
I didn't anticipate him being a complete coward. I thought that we were going to plan another method of approach.
Have you met this guy? Have we been traveling with him for the past
Has
I don't
anyone
know how
truly
many-
met him?
I mean, I don't know how many days it's been or hours. I mean, for all I know, this could have been just 9 sessions ago or something like that.
Well,
But
I also need a frontliner.
what gave you the
So there's
idea
that.
he would take that with any level of wisdom? He's going to charge the guy and then die.
Well, we
All
have
right.
something up our sleeve, Skitter.
Skitter is going to follow.
Yes.
Or more per se, you can't see a Skitter anymore. Skitter is in ninja mode. Okay. So, it is Drez's turn.
No, it's not.
All right. It's Lauren's turn.
My turn.
No, I'll move in with the group. Actually, I can't see them yet, can I? Do I even know what's happening?
You can hear them. Greg is not being quiet.
I'm poking around. That's it.
Okay. I mean, he clearly saw Drez, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he saw Drez. He smiled at Drez.
He smiled at Drez.
Okay.
Okay. I don't believe
This is where Drez reveals himself as a double agent.
I don't know if there's any room for negotiation, but I don't know. Could buy you some time. Okay. I will reveal myself.
Okay. What are you gonna do? Are you just revealing it? Are you just going up and just tearing off your shirt? Is that what's going on here? 'Cause we need to have a good discussion about what we're expecting out of this D&D campaign.
Ew! Why would you ever imply
You just
something like that?
stopped. I was like, are you gonna do anything else?
Well, I have to think of what to
Triple X
say.
parody.
What do you say to a bloodthirsty dictator who... Okay. In any case, I am going to try to use persuasion.
Okay.
I mean, I do have a fairly high charisma. Shh. All right. Let's see. So I have to do
I
persuasion
give up. Everyone's
roll?
an idiot.
Should I say what I want to say and then roll for it? Is that how it goes? Or do I roll it and then I say?
Do what you want. Let's see how this happens.
Okay. Well, Gorlar, we have traversed your maze and slain both Crass and Smash. Does this really need to continue? What vendetta do you have against Greg? Hasn't he entertained you enough? Please? Nah, that was bad.
Vendetta! You think my vendetta's with Greg? No, my vendetta's with Smash and Crash. You say they're dead? Good.
So we did precisely what you wanted.
Duh!
Oh my god.
Were they a threat?
No! They're idiots!
It's like he's shouting psych.
Well, it does seem that you are surrounded by a number of idiots. Why would a glorious figure such as yourself would keep such company?
Let's see. How do we respond to this? Well, you killed my second in command, and he is definitively the brains of most of this operation, second only to me. And I would say he was quite possibly one of the smartest people I ever met. So, I think intelligence is not exactly the deciding factor on who you bloody killed. Who's gonna huck his axe at you?
Oh.
Dexterity, please!
Okay.
Outsmart this.
Do I roll dexterity for this?
Okay, he is...
No, it's an
jeez,
attack
what
roll,
is he?
I think.
Yeah, give me a second, I gotta...
Oh, you mean I can't react?
No, he's attacking. Because your action was persuasion, so...
Oh, but I can actually use cutting words as a reaction.
Okay, so yes, you can cutting words here.
Okay, because that will reduce it by a die 6. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be like, what?
You big meanie.
Okay, so you get hit in the face by a flying great axe.
Woo! Wait, what about the die 6? That's like, it should go down.
You're right. Okay. So, Greg's great axe goes sailing past your head and embeds in the wall.
Gorlar's.
Nope, Greg's.
What?
Wait, he has Greg's old axe
Yes.
that he had taken.
Yes.
Oh, have I been attacking with the great sword?
Yeah, you've
Yes.
been using the great sword this entire time.
Okay, good. I wanted to make sure that was the case.
All right. Whoa, that was a close one. All right.
Greg, it's your turn.
It was a close one that you took like almost fatal damage.
Alright.
Well, hey,
Some
that's why I
Weird
used
vocal reaction to horrible wound.
cutting words.
Whoa! Brushing yourself off. That was a close one. As like you're like half your body is hanging off. What?
I think that's
Somebody was Googling.
That's as far as I can go. Devushki plachut. Devushkam segdoi nagru. This is the end of my turn.
So you just go up and stand in front of Gorlar singing.
Really?
Perhaps Greg would make a nice addition to the Triton songstresses. He could perhaps single-handedly destroy the Leviathans.
Burn.
We're going to die.
Okay.
We're so boned.
Hey, he's already injured. He's lacking an arm and
Yeah,
a weapon
he
at
is.
this point.
But
Like,
he's
he-
lacking a brain.
Okay, so Drez, it's your turn. Actually, Skitter is going to
Oh,
go
no.
like here. Huck a dagger.
Now, is Gorlar even going to acknowledge Skitter, or is Skitter going in stealthily?
You don't see Skitter.
Oh, okay. I don't see him.
Yeah, despite the fact that he's next to you, he has a 28 hide, stealth, whatever. He misses completely, though. A dagger just kind of plinks off of something. Yeah.
That didn't work out.
No. Okay. Now it's Drez's turn.
Okay, this is gonna be interesting. How far can I move? Far-ish? That's not gonna work.
Hey, Drez, when will you be able to transform into a flatulating fire cow?
Oh no, is that where this is going?
Oh, sorry.
That'd be the worst outcome. Is the grand climax of like all the setup of how our cow lore works is that Drez turns into one, or we fight a druid that turns into one.
You can't tell me that wouldn't be the greatest outcome. You know?
It'd be right up there with somebody saying, "Oh no, necromancer" at some point in this series.
We saw a necromancer, and I said, anyway.
Oh, you haven't seen the Necromancer yet. Somebody's
I've seen the Necromancer. And she was actually
Worst
rather
idea.
nice. She'd be the type of individual that you could invite with, to a tea party. And
We're just gonna give fire a shot. Oh, that's not a very good shot that we got that we gave fire today.
Okay, and Alarin, it's your turn.
Okay. I've been saving this for this instant. But the problem is a 10-foot radius sphere.
You
within
could aim
60
behind him.
feet. Yeah, I
And
know.
miss.
I know I can aim right behind him, but wouldn't it be like an immense amount of space? Also, couldn't it potentially cave in the entire exit, and that would be bad?
I mean, you guys can climb over the stands. It's not that impossible.
Wait, we could have climbed the stand.
Well,
We
yeah, but
should
then
have done that sooner.
then Gorlar would have attacked you like immediately. So,
As opposed to now, after we've been weakened by...
True. Fair point.
Okay, so like, can I aim for an
Well,
area
last time
like
we saw
this?
him, he had an arm.
Yeah, it's true.
True.
He has. Yeah,
How
sure,
did
you
he
can aim
lose
for that.
Okay, I
Oh.
will use shatter.
Shatter is
I-
large.
See how he lost that.
Yeah, there's a context clue over on the right side of the screen.
They must make a Constitution savings throw. Oh, but wouldn't he have a good Constitution? A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay. So you are going with Shatter?
Yes.
Yep.
So he saved it,
Yes.
but that means he takes half the damage that I.
So roll your
inflict.
damage.
Yes, so I roll my damage. 3d8.
Okay.
It's not quite as nice as I hoped it would be. Sniffle.
It's above the mathematical average.
That'd be one more than I thought. Oh well, doesn't matter. Give me a second. Actually, I have not. I did not calculate how much Gorlar's HP was. It's okay.
Oh, because
interesting.
He's,
Chat
because
saying
he's missing an
that
arm?
in 5e diagonals don't count as more than non-diagonals.
Which is weird.
Huh.
I don't like that rule. We
Yeah, I
shouldn't
don't like
have
that. I think
That
I think
means
let's
that you're
keep with
that I'm
ours.
doing like one of those video game things where moving
Yeah, you
diagonal
do
makes
the
you go
Doom.
faster.
Yeah.
You do the Doom thing where you run diagonally all the time.
Yeah, I prefer it that you guys can move in kind of like weird square flower shape that turn-based RPGs do, because
Yeah.
that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, so it's the very high-pitched ringing noise. I don't need to demonstrate how high my voice can go to
Okay,
you
there
guys
we go.
again. That would have been probably bad for our audience.
Yes. Okay, so he does not look terribly phased by this, and he is going to start by hitting Greg. Give me a second, trying to remember what his weapon is.
Well, he threw the axe.
Yeah, he doesn't have a weapon.
So wouldn't he just...
No.
Oh, wait,
he's-
changing your
Punch him?
weapon is, well, change... I don't know. You're the DM, you figure it out.
You
Yep.
figure it out. You're the rule man. I mean, he's standing still, so we probably can change weapon and attack in one turn.
Okay, so he's gonna punch.
Because you presented yourself.
And then he's
to
gonna
him.
punch again. He double crits Bird. Bird, you are out cold.
Jesus.
Actually,
God.
no.
Damn it.
That is...
Holy shit, the damage rolls in this campaign.
That is astronomical.
He did 70 damage?
Wait, but those are
No,
ones.
no, those were his rolls. So he's a level 15 fighter.
Oh, those were his attack rolls.
Yeah, those were
Okay.
his attack rolls.
I thought he did 70 damage for
No,
a second.
he
there.
did 36. So you're back down to negative 15, Bird. You're out cold.
Yep, negative
No.
15.
No.
Oh my.
So he has gauntlets. You got hit by them earlier.
Well, he only has one gauntlet.
Yeah, he has one gauntlet and he just punched you twice with it.
I need my spells so bad.
Wait, how can he punch twice with one gauntlet?
Fighter.
But I thought the whole point of like a fighter being able to hit twice was because they had two arms.
Oh, he gets 3 attacks. Well,
What?
So now he's just a meat puddle?
Alright.
you are at negative 26. You're not dead.
Damn.
You're close to. Greg.
Well,
Greg
Or
has
my-
been through a lot. He's looking forward to retirement.
It's
Okay.
a good thing he's saying while walking up to him and then did nothing.
So, now it is Skitter's turn.
Spent all my spells on the assassin.
yeah,
Ah!
not being able to recoup spells really hurt.
Okay, people are saying because he's missing the last arm, that last hit is no good. So I think I'm gonna go with that.
Oh
That
yeah,
actually
he
makes a lot
probably
of sense.
yeah, he probably can't do triple punches with his one arm.
Yeah. Yeah, he can do
No.
the one and not quite the 2. Yeah, okay, so
One stub man.
yeah.
One
stub,
man.
one very
One
burly arm.
stub.
Okay. So Skitter, what would Skitter do in this situation?
I mean, Greg just went down.
Yeah.
Gorlar is his evil boss that he's seen punch people into oblivion.
Can I different? There we go. The graffiti is a problem.
Yeah,
I'm
why don't we get rid of it?
Yeah.
Here, you guys can just drag your characters to the front. There we go. Now everybody's on top. Okay. I'll clean up the
Shit.
graffiti once we're done.
That didn't work.
That did not help.
That didn't work. Oh, did you just combine it?
Okay, and Skitter
What's
misses
going on?
terribly. Okay.
Oh no.
So, Drez, it's your turn.
Oh no, I'm dragging dress too. This is hard.
Here, I'll get rid of the graffiti.
No, not R.I.P. Greg.
Fair.
It turned out to be maybe true.
Hold on.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
well, it's truly dead. Okay.
Now we're looping.
Rest in peace, Greg.
That was oddly prophetic on accident.
Yeah.
Wait,
Doesn't need a whole lot of
Jesus.
skill to see that coming.
I don't know if there's a lot of chances of Greg getting back up at this point.
Okay. So,
Jesus Christ.
as you're kind of considering what to do, you notice a couple of things are happening. I might as well just
the
give you
ground
some
is
stuff.
shaking.
So the ground is shaking real bad. Actually, let's have everybody do a dex check here.
Oh.
Gorlar falls
Goody.
on his ass.
Is he really?
He has a
Every time.
+1 dex. Fighters are dex is not fighters' strong suit here.
If he hasn't cauterized his wound, shouldn't he be having extended like bleeding
Oh,
damage?
he's got like a kind of shitty bandage over it, but
Oh.
How,
he seems
how steep do those stairs look?
fairly steep.
Did I succeed at the check?
Yeah, you just got to get above a 10.
I have an idea.
Are you gonna push him?
Thunderwave.
Oh.
Shit. Well, the damage is bad, but he gets knocked back.
Okay.
I'm trying to shove him down the stairs.
He does not.
What? He just.
He just resists.
But he's on his butt.
No.
However, what you do is Bird doesn't get a con check, so Bird goes smacks into the wall, and Skitter has a
So he only took 2 or 3 damage based on
and
rounding.
Skitter smacks into the wall, and Gorlar does not give a damn.
Wait, why are they shooting back?
Thunderwave has a 15-foot cube
Yeah.
around you.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't that mean I
Oh,
get thrown
you're
back
right.
too?
They weren't in it.
You're right.
Yeah.
I forgot.
We-
I saw 15
we
foot.
learned
and
the
I'm
range
like,
of this in the first Goblin.
Yeah. You're right. Okay, so never mind. You don't hit either of them. That's good. I was like, I'm surprised you're going for the suicide action, but I can kind of see it. Okay. So he just takes half damage. Yeah, so he takes like a smidge.
Shit. He probably can't ever lose at a con roll.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because Shatter.
Okay,
would've been a lot
so
more
I'm gonna go back
damage, too.
to explaining what's going on. So the ground is shuddering, and it's kind of hard to keep your feet. And there is water rushing in from pretty much everywhere,
Jeez.
including behind you. Like there's water actually outside the
wonder-
arena that you can see now that you are within
no.
line of sight of the outside.
I wonder if being prone should affect his resistance to stuff like that. Well, that probably still would be way too high.
I mean, he got a 24, so even if you get rid
Jesus.
of most of his bonus, like he is just on his butt, and
You get half his
Not
roll,
movable.
and the +9 would still make it over my con. Well,
Okay.
player DCs are hard.
Yeah, they're rough in the beginning. They get better. Oh, you know what? I didn't draw this. I should have drawn this. Okay, well that's fine. Okay, and Alarin, it's your turn.
Okay, so the water is rushing in, and everyone's in dire straits. Let's see. Probably gonna have to crush my last mana crystal, just so I can use a slightly larger move. Okay.
Wow. Thunder and lightning are actually different elements of attack in this game.
Really? Thunder and lightning?
Yeah, well,
are
thunder
different?
is sound based.
Sound based.
Yeah. Thunder is concussive.
Yep.
Okay.
I was briefly like, water, you say?
And I'm gonna use Dissonant Whispers on Gorlar.
Okay.
So it's a Wisdom save. Otherwise, he takes 3d6.
Okay. Oh, so he has to make the the save. Sorry. Well, he does not.
Okay, please. Well, it's damage.
Okay.
Also,
People are rules lawyering with me at how negative health and like dying works in this game.
Everyone's fighting over Greg's fate.
Yeah.
well, actually, I mean, even if I used Cure Wounds, I could have used Cure Wounds on Greg, but that would have only got him back like 8 health at most. Would that wouldn't be able to stabilize him even, would it?
No, you would stabilize him.
Really?
Any healing, even just like a heal check that succeeds.
Can I rescind that move then?
No.
Oh, okay. I'll have to wait.
But that's okay, because things are happening. So the water is actually up to your knees at this point.
Okay.
Damn.
And it is rising.
If it's up to our knees, it's
real
up to his
fast.
like mouth level in his
Yeah.
prone state.
Well, no. Gorlar gets back up. He has been hit a couple of times. He's bleeding a little bit more than he was, and honestly, it looks pretty battered. But he looks pretty much ready to just wail on Drez when. Let me find him. Where is he? There he goes. This guy poofs in, kind of above you, and he's like, Drez. Oh, not Drez. Fuck.
Zoidberg!
Gorlar, what are you doing? Gorlar's like, finishing up. Gorlar, you have a job to do, and this isn't it. He's gonna punch Drez once.
Ouch.
Like a true brute.
You take 13 damage, and then he
Jesus Christ.
literally just dives into the water beyond the stairs and just swims away. And shortly after, the squid man poofs away. The water is rising fast. But you're no longer in immediate mortal danger.
Nope. Not in that case. And it's just open sky above us, right?
Yes, you can see blue skies way up there.
Well, that was devastating. Ow.
All right. I'm going to try stabilizing Greg at least to some extent.
Now the steak's gonna get soggy.
What?
Okay, well, he's stable.
What?
He ain't dying.
Minimum possible roll. Oh boy.
No. You were at negative 15. So you're at negative 11, but
right.
the way death works is if you go down to negative equal to your maximum health, you die, which is pretty much just like you can get one shot. If you're in the negatives, or if you're unconscious dying, and somebody hits you intentionally, they either maim or decapitate you, depending on what their intention is, and it's rather easy to do.
Whoa.
Yeah.
However, healing brings you actually back up into consciousness, generally.
Really?
Yep.
Even a smidgen?
I looked this up, and as far as I could tell, that's more or less it. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should Greg remain unconscious?
And drown?
Roll a d20,
I
Bird.
thought he can't.
Let's do a con check.
He's going to drown.
Well, he can't drown because he's wearing his nifty new manta ray.
Yeah,
hood.
you could actually just make it so you can breathe underwater. Well, Greg, you're awake and mostly underwater at this point. Like your beard is sticking up over.
How many more
I
brain
stand back
injuries
up.
until he's in a wheelchair?
Well, I mean, considering he is... no, actually, that's backstory. We should save that for later.
What am I? Where is S Monkey? What is water?
Wow.
What is water?
You're not what I was saying.
Huh,
Well, we got to trace that one back for a while.
I thought it would be the other one. In any case,
Yes.
so Gorlar fled with one of those tentacled men. He must
What
be working with
tentacled
them. The ones I told you about earlier, the ones that had the giant monster in the depths, the ones responsible for these tremors.
That's right. My
Squid
head
face.
has been full of ow.
Just give me a second.
Lauren says, while apparently doing flips over Greg.
There you go.
Sorry, I like moving around. Is that the water closing in?
No. Give me a moment. I actually prepared an asset for this. It just takes a bit to do.
So that was your plan. Just walk up to him and sing at him. And die.
Well, it was going to be
There you go.
smashy, but, well, it didn't end up happening. I got smashed. So, in the future,
that's
we'll just try
interesting.
to make that not be the case.
Is this above you guys?
No, it is.
Huh?
It is correct on my screen.
Okay.
I see that
You
you
might
put
be the
water
one
in.
person on the planet that's too stupid for revenge.
Oh, there we go.
I will look past your petty insults. I
mean,
I
he
have
had-
enough self-confidence.
He had taken a paladin's oath. If he were to abrogate it, wouldn't that take away his powers?
That's a myth. Paladin Oaths got nerfed in 5e.
What?
Oh.
You say silly things, Skitter. You speak as though you're breaking fourth wall, and I find that very odd. It's a little off-putting, if I may say so.
I
That's
just
the
wanted
character
to be
who
one of the
breaks-
cool kids.
On page 43 of 5th edition rulebook.
They start rules lowering in character back to back.
No, you
Well,
see,
actually.
he didn't kill me earlier, for he did not have left arm.
There's no one in the stands, and now that Gorlar has left, we should be able to swim out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Point, I don't know how to swim.
Oh,
Is he small enough
You
to
did-
carry?
Probably.
can we
You could
put
probably
Skitter
shove him in your bag of
holding?
holding.
That doesn't
that-
have oxygen.
It
no,
probably doesn't have oxygen.
It has, like, maybe a minute's worth of oxygen.
No.
I mean,
Alright.
if you, like, put him in the bag of holding and occasionally just, like, open it up, like, above the surface like a
Poke
shitty...
holes in it.
like a shitty snorkel.
You just gotta
could get
poke
it
some air
working.
holes in your pocket dimension.
I give Skitter the cloak of underwater breathe. For
Aw.
you, my friend.
But what are you gonna do?
Oh. I take it back. No, I'm kidding. No. True heroism comes from within.
At this point, Skitter actually can't hear you. He is climbed on top of you and is the only one above the surface of water. The rest of you guys are just, like, standing there.
Well, hey, I can tread water. I am naturally aquatically inclined.
Well, we're all taller than Skitter is the thing.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
can,
we're all above water.
I can probably swim pretty well if I were to guess.
You
Is
got,
swimming a skill?
I thought
yeah,
Yeah.
it's athletics. One thing is I think you get negative for having armor on.
Oh. I have a...
Hey,
Seven
I can give you the
armor,
wardrobe
apparently.
ring, and you can never mind.
I have a pretty good
Where is he putting the
acrobatic
ring?
skill. So, well, anyway.
Athletics.
Well, he could change into
that's what I'm gonna say.
the
Athletics.
Yeah.
the other sets
Yeah,
of
I mean,
clothing.
you should be fine. You just have like a -2 for heavy, but you're a big, strong guy.
Yeah, exactly. Unlike Skitter here, who's I assume putting on his little floaties.
He is perching on your head and like trying to keep his head above water.
I give him cloak. Put on cloak.
But then you can't breathe water.
Alright, I swim upwards to tread water.
Okay. Give me a doggy paddle roll.
Give me a doggy paddle roll.
All right, yeah. You're keeping Skitter well above water.
All right, let's make our way onto the stands.
Yes.
Let's press the not drown button. Hooray!
Okay.
Shit.
Well, you're
Wait,
fine.
how hard could,
Well,
could
you can
swimming even be though?
you can hold your breath underwater.
You
for
kind of
15
like
minutes,
jump
though.
and you shoot up a little bit, then you kind of like sink back down. You can hold your breath for 15 minutes, so you're probably fine. But
I'd have to critically fail for 500 consecutive rolls to drown.
yeah, it would take some effort. But anyway, so here's the one issue. So you start going up the stands, and the water level is still rising as you go up. Shell, are you in the water or are you in the stands?
I just reach the precipice of the stands.
Okay. So, are you above or below?
I'm above.
Okay. Drez, you hear noises. You're not so good with underwater, so you can't, like, pinpoint what it is. But you hear some noises.
Uh-oh.
Why not Zoidberg?
Are we gonna, like, roll perception, or what's going on?
I don't know.
Roll your Eldritch Insight roll.
This is Drez, not Shell, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
If this was not clear.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I need to get out of the water.
Oh, he can hear things in the water. I see.
Okay, so you climb up onto the stands on the other side. So, a second or two after you, like, get out of the water, you see, like, one of these things. Just kind of, like, swim up through the exit that you were aiming for.
Oh, God.
It's you!
And it kind of goes by.
Huh?
Is that a Langolier?
No, they're vicious little things, water elementals, that are in the service of those bizarre tentacled monsters, and they say things. They say things that will never leave your conscious waking mind. All they utter is,
Nah.
"Hey, you took away my thunder."
I'm gonna go here.
Oh great. The water's a monster.
I cannot move Skitter.
Oh, let me fix that.
Okay.
Okay. You can... I guess everybody can control Skitter here.
Yay! I chuck him down into water.
No. All right,
Okay, I'm gonna reveal the whole stance. So you guys get up to the top, and shit, I did a drawing of this, but I never finished it. But what I can do is actually quick grab it. I was gonna vector a really nice map of the area, but time is my biggest enemy, so I'm gonna put it on Discord really quick. And you know what? This is actually a great stopping point. So I'll oh god, my face. I'll have it up for next episode. So our band of heroes has finally managed to escape Gorlar's clutches, or Gorlar escaped from theirs. Well, anyway, where did he go, and who is the strange creature that told him to abandon the party? Find out next time. Next time. A long time from now in Dungeons & Dragons, Grave of Man.